Time for another episode of the Joshcast. Feel that engine purr. Frustrated today. I'm trying to write this bit about lawn care because I think that lawn care is stupid, and I've discussed this before at length. And I don't have a bit for it yet, and it's not been going well on the shows. Bad mic yesterday. I shouldn't have led with the lawn care bit, but I did because it's not even a bit. And what am I trying to say with it? First of all, it's a waste of water. That's number one. And I'm doing some research on this. We use more water to water the lawns in this country than we do to grow food. And it just feels to me like something that's going to eventually lead to death. That can't be a good statistic. You're not going to come out of that one alive. That's my fear. We may need to drink that water at some point. Also, people are using pesticides, which gets into the soil and into the water supply, and animals drink it and get sick, and we drink it and get sick. All for the interest of what? The other thing too, I don't know. I never look at a lawn and go, "Oh, that's nice." I look at a lawn and I think that's not supposed to be there. That's not actual nature. That is not a naturally occurring thing, what I'm seeing there. I'm seeing a human being forcing nature to look like that. It feels it doesn't have the majesty that nature has. That when I think of nature, when I think of a fairy tale, and it takes place in an enchanted forest. I've never seen a fairy tale that takes place in an enchanted esplanade before. And then I'm talking with this guy about it, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, lawns are stupid. And he has a lawn. And he says, I know it's stupid. I see that we're wasting the water. And he lives in Southern California, and he says, I see other people who have, they've turned their front lawns into more of like a desert landscape. And then he said, I don't know how to do that. And I went, yeah, I know, it's tough. And I slept. And then 9 hours later, I thought about what he was saying. I just don't know how to create this desert environment. And I thought, my God, we're all insane. You don't have to. We're already in the desert environment. We're already here. You have to do nothing, and the desert will take care of itself. I think the desert will say to you, hey, I got this. We're just brainwashed into thinking we need a specific lawn. I'm trying to wake you up, America. I'm trying to wake you up. Even now, as I'm driving down the street, in the middle of the street, there's a median with grass. Half of it is dead. And trees, half of them are dead. And I see, trees everywhere. And it all just feels to me like we're saying to ourselves, no, we haven't destroyed the earth. See, we still have trees. We're still at one with nature. Now this podcast is getting depressing. I don't even know where I'm going today. Today is supposed to be my day off, and I got up a half hour later and went, well, I'm awake now. Off we go. I need to go get another writing journal, because the writing journal I have is I'm about to get to the end of it. So that's my mission today. Kids, that is my mission today. Lawns. People love their lawns. Some people really, they genuinely love their lawns. And if I proceed to tell them that they're an idiot for loving a lawn, well, who am I? There are indulgent things I do that are not good for the environment. I take long, hot showers. That's a waste of water. That's water that could be used watering a plot of land that for no other reason than to have a plot of land. I'm afraid to eat anything, because anything I'm eating lately is just making me, no matter what I do, it's bad poops. So I'm trying to resist eating as long as possible. And then I cheated on my sugar. I had cake last night. I find such underhanded ways to cheat myself. I said, well, they have a new kind of chocolate cake. I better try it. Just so if somebody asks, what kind of chocolate cake do we have? I can be informed. I should be up to date on the latest chocolate cake. That's how I talk myself into having a piece of chocolate cake. I will not let go of this lawn thing. I know I'm right. And as long as I'm right, I refuse to let it go. It's a waste of water, and I think this is what I foresee. The entire country is one giant desert, except for one golf course that's Trump's golf course, and it's surrounded by people with guns. And it's Trump in the middle going, what climate change? That's what I foresee. That is what I foresee. Why am I going into a bad accent there? Why indeed am I going into a bad accent? That's what I've got to figure out. That is truly what I've got to figure out. Why am I repeating myself now? Tequila's Cantina and Grill. That's a good name for a cantina and grill. You going to Tequila's later? I am. What are you going to have to drink? Hot chocolate. At Tequila's. Yeah. They make a mean hot chocolate. Oh, they put tequila in it? Nope. Non-alcoholic beverage. They kill the hot chocolate at Tequila's. Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah. All right. Well, and enjoy your hot chocolate at Tequila's. It's a good name for a bar and grill. You got to have a good name for a bar and grill. You can't have bad names. Hitler's Bar and Grill. That's not going to work. If there had not been a World War II, and there had been no Adolf Hitler, and the name did not have the negative significance that it has, theoretically there would be a Hitler's Bar and Grill somewhere. The creepy thing? There may still be a Hitler's Bar and Grill in certain places where the audience is right for it. Because there is that restaurant in Los Angeles called Mao's, a Chinese restaurant. It's a good Chinese restaurant. And that seemed, I don't know, there's a lot of, Mao is not necessarily, there's a lot of debate over his role in history, I would say. But then again, who are we to judge? There's debate over our founding fathers. And yet no one bats an eyelash if you go to Ben Franklin's Bar and Grill or Thomas Jefferson's Bar and Grill. But you need to have a good bar and grill name. It must be, it's got to be the right name. It can't be the, what's a bad bar and grill? I don't know. Is there a bad bar and grill name other than Hitler's? I mean, if it's something gross, that would be bad. But I don't want to, is there a non-gross bad bar and grill name that's out there? Now that I think of it, I really can't think of a bad bar and grill name. I mean, the Rusty Bucket. That could be good. I mean, that says something. That's that it has character. I think if you call it your daughter's bar and grill, that's creepy. That's a bad name right there. Why would you even do that? Who would do that? Welcome to your daughter's bar and grill. What? My daughter doesn't. I don't even have a daughter. Why did you call it that? This podcast has gone out of control. It started off, I think I made some good lawn care points, and then it's just been totally derailed. Totally derailed. It's a Saturday morning, and I'm probably going to end up going to work. I don't need to go to work. I just don't know how to relax. And then I had the thought, well, maybe I should go somewhere. Go to the beach. And then I was like, you got to drive, pay for parking, and then just, I don't know, sit there. The older I get, the more depressing vacations get. Stay at the beach for 5 days. Or even 2 or 3 days. In a hotel. And it's like, I'm pretending I can afford to do this. That's what all vacations feel like to me. I'm pretending I'm richer than I am. And then I have to go back and not be rich anymore. So all a vacation is just a lead up to the realization that I'm poor. A seductive reminder that I am poor. I don't want that. I'll throw this out there. Maybe, just maybe, a vacation should be worse than the non-vacation. Just so you have, something to look forward to. Going to go back to my normal routine. Maybe that's how I should plan my vacation. I should do something way worse than real life, than my life. Like just watch Batman and Robin over and over and over again for 48 consecutive hours. And be like, I'm glad I got through that. Then I can look forward to going back home. See, this podcast would solve so many problems if people listened to it. I just gave you a life hack. Yeah, and whatever bad thing it is, you should have to spend money on it. It should be expensive and bad. Just so you can feel that moment of relief when it's over. Like going to a cell phone store. That should be the vacation. Instead of doing something great, do something that makes the rest of your life less bad. Ah, God, I should write a self-help book. I'm giving myself the chills. The shivers. Hopefully, that's not a disease. Just driving by a place called Amerigold Logistics. I always love names of places like, what logistics? What did you do at a company that's logistics? Yes, I was hoping you could help me with something. My husband wants to get a lawn that he's going to have to water and put a lot of money into, and it's a waste of water. Can you talk to him? You know, you're logical. Sir, that's just not logical. Oh, well, I mean, if you're a logistics expert, I guess I'll have to go with that. All right, forget it. Let's not do the lawn. Let's just let the desert handle it for itself.